What if the financial system was not designed to make you wealthy? What if it was designed to make someone else wealthy, using your money? Tony Robbins spent 4 years interviewing the 50 greatest financial minds on the planet. Ray Dalio, Warren Buffett, Jack Bogle, Carl Icahn, people who collectively manage trillions of dollars, and he asked them one question: if you lost everything and had to start over, what would you do? Their answers became this book. And what they told him is something the financial industry does not want you to know. Robbins opens with one uncomfortable truth. Most people are losing the money game, not because they are stupid, not because they do not work hard, but because they do not know the rules. And here is the most dangerous part. The people who do know the rules are on the other side of every transaction. Your bank, your broker, your fund manager, they profit. Whether you win or lose, Robbins says, the first step to winning is understanding the game you are actually playing, and most people have never even read the rulebook. Step 1. Become an insider. Robbins identifies what he calls the 9 financial myths that keep ordinary people poor. Myth 1. Invest with us. We will beat the market. Here is the reality. 96% of actively managed funds fail to beat the market over any 10-year period. 6%, the fund managers charging you fees to pick stocks, lose to a simple index fund almost every single time, and yet they still charge the fees. Win or lose. Myth 2. Our fees are only 1%. That is nothing. Here is what 1% actually costs you. Invest $100,000 over 20 years at 7% annual return. Without fees, you have $386,000. With just 1% in fees, you have $264,000. That 1% fee just cost you $122,000, not 1% of your money. Over 30% of your total wealth, gone. To fees. Robbins says, fees are the silent killer of long-term wealth, and most people never even see them coming. Myth 3. Your broker is a fiduciary. They work for you. Here is the reality. Most financial advisors are not legally required to act in your best interest. They are required to recommend products that are, quote, suitable for you. Suitable, not optimal. Not best. Just suitable, which means they can recommend a product that earns them a higher commission over a better product that earns them less, and do nothing wrong legally. Robbins says always, always work with a fiduciary. Someone legally bound to put your interests first, not just someone who seems trustworthy, someone who is legally required to be. Step 2. Become the insider. Now here is where Robbins shifts from warning to action. He says, stop trying to beat the market. Join the market. The single most powerful investment vehicle for ordinary people is a low-cost index fund. An index fund simply owns a piece of every company in a particular market. When the market goes up, you go up. When it goes down, you stay invested and wait. Because here is what the data shows. The stock market has never failed to recover. Every crash, every recession, every financial crisis, the market came back every single time, and the people who stayed invested came back with it. The people who panicked and sold, locked in their losses and missed the recovery, Robbins says, time in the market always beats timing the market. Step 3. Make the game winnable. And this section changed how I see financial freedom entirely. Robbins says, most people have a vague goal. I want to be rich. I want financial freedom. I want enough. Enough is not a number. Rich is not a plan. He gives you 5 specific levels of financial goals. Level 1, financial security. Your investments generate enough to cover your basic needs: mortgage, food, utilities, transportation, insurance. That is your floor, your minimum target. Level 2, financial vitality. Your investments cover your basic needs, plus half your current lifestyle. Some extras, some comfort. Level 3, financial independence. Your investments cover your entire current lifestyle. Forever, without working. Level 4, financial freedom. Your investments cover your current lifestyle, plus some luxuries, travel, experiences, the things that truly matter to you. Level 5, absolute financial freedom. Anything, anytime, anywhere, without limitation. Now here is why this matters. Most people aim for level 5 from the beginning, get overwhelmed, and do nothing. Robbins says, aim for level 1 first. Calculate the exact number. Build toward it, because a specific target you can actually hit is infinitely more powerful than a vague dream you never reach. Step 4. The all seasons. Portfolio. This is one of the most powerful concepts in the entire book. Robbins interviewed Ray Dalio, one of the greatest investors alive, manager of the largest hedge fund in the world, Bridgewater Associates, and he asked Dalio, what portfolio could anyone follow that would survive any economic environment? Dalio's answer, the all-weather portfolio. Robbins calls it the all-seasons portfolio. The idea is simple. The economy has 4 seasons: high growth, low growth, high inflation, low inflation. Most portfolios only perform well in 1 or 2 seasons and get destroyed in the others. Dalio's portfolio is designed to survive and grow in all. For the allocation, 30% in stocks, 40% in long-term bonds, 15% in intermediate bonds, 7.5% in gold, 7.5% in commodities. Backtested over 30 years, this portfolio lost money in only 4 years, and the average loss in those 4 years was just 1.9%, while the stock market alone lost money in 10 of those years, with average losses far more severe. Robbins says, diversification is not owning different stocks. It is owning different types of assets that respond differently to different economic conditions. That is real protection. Step 5. Create a lifetime income plan. And here is the question Robbins says every person must answer. How do I make sure I never run out of money, not just grow it, not just invest it, but guarantee that it lasts as long as I do? He introduces the concept of an annuity, specifically, a deferred income annuity. You contribute money now and receive a guaranteed income stream starting at a future date for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live. No matter what happens to the market, the income keeps coming. Robbins interviewed David Babbel, a Wharton professor who spent his career studying annuities. Babbel said, for the right person, in the right situation, a well-structured annuity is the closest thing to a financial guarantee that exists. Now Robbins is clear. Not all annuities are good. Many are overpriced and oversold. But the principle behind them, guaranteed lifetime income, is something every person should consider as part of their plan. Step 6. Invest like the 0.001%. And this is the most inspiring section of the entire book. Robbins interviewed Jack Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, the man who invented the index fund. Bogle spent his life fighting for the ordinary investor. Against high fees, against complex products, against a system designed to confuse people into paying more than they should. His message was simple: keep it simple, keep costs low, stay invested. Be patient. Robbins also spoke to Warren Buffett, the most successful investor in human history. Buffett's advice to ordinary investors: Buy a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. Add to it consistently. Never sell in a panic. And let time do the work. Not complicated. Not exciting. Not sexy. Just quietly, extraordinarily effective. And here's the most powerful idea Robbins leaves you with. The secret to wealth is not a secret at all. It is available to everyone. Has always been available. Will always be available, but most people never access it, not because they cannot, but because they wait. They wait until they earn more, until the time is right, until they understand it better, until they feel ready, and the waiting is the most expensive decision they ever make. Because here is what compound interest actually means. Time is the ingredient that turns small amounts into extraordinary wealth. And every year you wait, you are not just delaying your wealth. You are destroying it. Start now, start small, but start. 1 year from now, you will either have taken the first step toward financial freedom, or you will still be giving your money to a system that profits from your confusion. The rules of the game are not complicated. They are just deliberately hidden. Now you know them. The only question is, are you going to play differently?